Welcome everyone, and thanks for tuning in again. Today is just going to be a showdown between two creatines, and not really a showdown. They're exactly the same type of creatine. It's just creatine monohydrate. One of them is micronized and one of them is instant, and the only difference is the particle size. The instant is a finer grind. This is my giveaway video. It wasn't a contest, it was just a conversation that led to an idea. And I have some gifts to give away at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. I'm pretty pumped about it. It's my first giveaway. But what we're going to do, here's the setup. I have these two different types of creatines, and I'm going to have a little camera here that's going to view the scale. And I'm just going to show you the differences that you're going to get when you pack creatine into a teaspoon and then weigh it, or if you just kind of just put it in there real loosely and cut the top of it off with a straight edge. And I'm going to show you what a cereal tablespoon out of your drawer would weigh. I watched a guy dosing creatine just by putting in a stainless steel, spoon. So these are just going to be. Let me turn this one on. Let me record. This is just going to be a teaspoon that you would get at any store. So I don't need to advertise for the giant store that doesn't sell walls. But anyway, that's the teaspoon that we're going to be using for this video. Same teaspoon. And I'm going to pack it in this, put it in loosely, and then show you the difference that this makes. So if your goal is to get 3 grams of creatine, I'm going to show you if you can get it at a 1 teaspoon. Let's begin. Alright, so first up is the calibration of the scale, and I've already done this. I'm just going to show you what the scale weighs, and it's a 50-gram weight, and look at that. And I hope this is coming through in this camera. My phone is seeing what you see here, so I don't know what this is seeing. 50.00 grams, and that's close enough for me. Alright, so calibration is perfect on my scale. Let me show you what just a normal fluffed level teaspoon. I don't have any way to cut the top of it. Let me go get something flat. Alright, so continuing on, I had like this little cake batter, whatever, icing spreader. So we're going to use that to cut the teaspoon level. And this is just instant creatine monohydrate. It's not packed. I'm just going to get a spoonful, cut the top of it off the best I can. My scale quit me, so let's turn it back on. It reads 0. And I'm going to try to get everything that I had in here. And it's really light, so there's going to be a static issue. You're not going to get every particle, but you can get most of it. That weighs 2.38 grams. Level teaspoon, plastic measuring teaspoon, 2.38, 2.39 now. So not quite 2.5 grams. Let's reset and do the micronized creatine. Alright, we're reset. Clean teaspoon. Just putting it in, cutting the top off, and I'm working around this camera. And that weighs 2.7 grams that time. I mean, I got every little bit, and I probably had some residue that was outside of the actual interior of the measuring spoon. When you're working with weights that are so small, subtle changes is going to really change things. But at 0.4 grams almost difference, I mean, that's noteworthy. I don't know that I could get an average of a 0.4 difference, but let's just do it again. Start over and see. Resetting now, we're going back to instant creatine. This is not packed, this is just put in the spoon and leveled as best as possible. Scale read 0. Still has some static, kind of making a mess, but that's okay. Yeah, 2.23 grams. Not quite the 2.3 last time, but essentially the same. Keep in mind these weights are so small. Alright, let's just reset here in real time since it doesn't take me too long, and I'm going to get confused with what camera's on and which one's off. Is this one even recording? Yeah. Alright. So, and because I tare the scale, it's not necessary that I get that completely clean. What I want to do is get the teaspoon really good and clean. And my little cutter. Alright, now micronized creatine, put in and leveled off. Scale we're at 0. And there's my 2.56 grams. It's just an average. We can stop there. That's enough of that nonsense. Your micronized creatine is going to weigh slightly more than your instant. And it probably has to do with the fluff or the, I had a buddy tell me one time he went through school, and we're not actually sitting on furniture. There's a layer of interference from whatever, the cosmos. So you can't actually touch two objects together. And that may be part of the reason why that instant creatine weighs less than micronized. So now let's pack them in. See how much we can actually get in a teaspoon. Alright, I've never actually done this before, so I don't know if I'm just going to if it's going to make it harder than it needs to be to do this. But tare the scale, even though it read 0, and I move my... Tare the scale. And I'm just going to really try to cram this in here the best I can. Until I feel like it won't mash down anymore. I'll cram it down, fill it up. Pack it in, and then cut the top of it off, like screeding concrete or something. Yeah, this is a pain, so this is not how I would recommend doing this, because I actually went sub-level with my packing. Alright, well, it's going to look like Tony Montana had a party in here. Okay, so scale reads 0, packed instant creatine, monohydrate. And it won't come out of the, there we go. I love that, isn't that pretty? 3.51 grams. So we went from 2.3 grams, call it, on average, to 3.5 grams. That's a 1.2 gram difference. So, if you're really serious about taking an exact amount by weight of any of these supplements, you have to have a gram scale. It's imperative. And I'm going to go ahead and pack this creatine, this micronized creatine. I'm getting confused. The micronized creatine in the same teaspoon, see what it'll weigh. I'm just going to tare it and do it right on top of it, because this is going to be my creatine dose for the day. Tare. Alright, we're back to 0. Make sure I'm recording. Now let's pack the heck out of this. It may be too much. I may want to take some out, but that was amazing. A 1.2 gram difference just because I packed it in. Which is good to know, because, packing it in is actually going to be more consistent than just relying on just kind of a fluff. Because, this creatine settles out. If you've ever had a bottle of creatine once you get toward the bottom of it, it's more stiff than the top. It's because the settling. Cut the top off of this. It's a little sub-level and just right there. Let's do that again. It's easy to push it out. Alright, that's perfect. Scale reads 0. Come on out of there. 3.88 grams. So packed and unpacked, the micronized creatine is going to weigh more on average in your just store-bought teaspoon. Now, these are not lab quality teaspoons, and each individual teaspoon is probably going to vary. But my findings are that just with the same exact teaspoon, the micronized will weigh more. If you want to pack your instant creatine, you're looking to take 3 to 5 grams per day. Packing your instant creatine into your teaspoon is a good way to get just over 3 grams. So if you want 6, pack it in twice and then take a pinch out, man. That's all you have to do. If you don't have a gram scale, you can do that But like I said, your teaspoon may be different, so don't dose your creatine by this video. I'm just giving you a guideline to what to expect. We know that you can put less by weight of the micronized creatine, of the instant creatine. You can get more micronized creatine in your teaspoon than you can the instant. More micronized, less instant in your measuring apparatus. So now, my favorite part of the video, let's clean all this crap up and give something away. Oh, but before that, I almost forgot. I got to recreate what that idiot did. So let's show you what you would get if you dosed your creatine with this. And it may have been a false video. It may have just been somebody trying to give somebody bad information or give a bunch of people bad information. There is a lot of those videos out there. But this is what it looked like, and I don't even know if the video is still up. I wouldn't tell you who did it even if I knew. But this is what it was, guys, right here. How much do you think it is, real quick, before I put it in there? $15.77 grams, about all that your big cereal spoon would hold. So that would be a load. Don't do that, guys. Even if you're loading, you can't take that much at one time. That's enough of that. That's nonsense. All right, so it's now time to reveal the giveaway. I'm excited. This is my first giveaway. This was not a contest. This was just something I wanted to do to give back. The YouTube channel has been pretty good for me. It's still a small-time channel, but I'm going to do this from time to time, and I want to promote it. I want to get it bigger, and I want more money to come in so I can put more money into it. I don't use any of this money that comes in because it's not a lot, but usually what I do, I end up buying stuff to review, and that's just what you should do, because this is a give back video, and I'm excited. So Sean Fairley, I had some good conversations with Mr. Sean, and I come across this Toughway scale, digital gram scale, 100 by 100th of a gram. And I like the 100 gram scales because you can get down to 100th of a gram and really fine tune your measurements if you choose to. And I have calibration weights of 50 grams, the one I used in the video for my scale, and a calibration weight of 100 grams. Now it says in here the menu is the manual is kind of vague. Right here in the top, you would go through there and you would turn it on, and you would hold the menu button down until something flashes that said calibrate. You would put the weight on it that it requested. And I haven't done that, and it's irrelevant for me to do that because with shipping and all that stuff it could change, and I'm going to let Sean do that. Sean, this is your Toughway gram scale and your calibration weights, and I hope you see a lot of use out of it. It may quit tomorrow, but it's pretty high rated, and it's a neat little gadget, and I'm probably going to buy one for myself. I think it's cool. Everybody needs more than one. So anyway, thanks for the comments, thanks for the viewing, and just tell your friends about this channel. Alright, well that's the giveaway. I'm going to get this in the mail as soon as possible, man.